I'm Thomas Sellers Jr. and welcome to our 2020 Male Athlete of the Year presentation for the Millington Star. As you can see, this year's winner is Tommy Clifton of Millington Central High School. He joins a list that was started by Buck Wakefield of Munford more than a decade ago. Man, I'm getting old, as you can see from the gray hairs. But we had past winners like Alan Cross, who went on to the NFL. We had a Mr. Football, Tausean Holmes, pick it up as well. A lot of young men have picked up this award, have gone on to do great things. And we think Tommy's going to follow in line with that as he heads to Harding University. He's going to go and carry that Millington name over across the bridge to Searcy, Arkansas, and shine like he did for 4 years here at Millington through baseball and football. Now, most of us know him for football, and a certain game against FACS might come up, and we want to reflect on his time as he's here today to pick up his award. But first, we're going to talk to one of the people who are key to him being the young man that he is today. Of course, that means Mom. So we'll be right back in a second with Miss Debbie Clifton. Thomas Sellers backing in, and the aforementioned Debbie Clifton, thank you once again. You're no stranger to honors as our Woman of the Year not too long ago. So when I think of Tommy, I think of his background. A lot of people know the athlete. They hear about the football player and the baseball player. But anybody that's been in that school, in the community, knows him as the young man that he is. Talk about the person. Who is Tommy Clifton?
Tommy is the kind of kid that always has known right from wrong. I never had to wake up and worry where he was, wonder what he was doing, wonder if he was going to make the right decision, or if he happened to make the wrong decision, if he was going to learn a lesson from it. Tommy's got an open mind where he can realistically kind of see both ends of everything and like the whole picture, which I think is kind of a gift, which I think he's been able to kind of take that into the classroom and into like life, and just kind of like apply it to everything.
Now, this is a young man who's taking AP classes, great score in the ACT. So him heading to Harding University was not just his football exploits. He took care of business in the classroom. Talk about the student.
So I can remember when he was in elementary school, I think when he was in elementary school, he got a C. And I thought, I'm a failure, what am I going to do? But then I realized if this kid can memorize and initiate all these plays as a quarterback on this football field, he's not a C student. So at that point, that was my aha moment. And then we just started like plugging away, communicating with teachers, and I tried to give them the freedom to communicate.
This is what happens when you do live. That's my mom calling me, and she's gonna see me decline her on YouTube. Mom, I'll call you back in a second. I'm talking to another mom right now. Okay.
So yeah, but when we started getting into middle school, I tried to encourage him and Hannah both. Like, you communicate with the teacher first, and then I'll step in. So then they could kind of own, what they were doing in the classroom, and then be able to create the relationships. Because if you create relationships with adults, then the right ones, the right relationships, then any teacher will move mountains for you. And we've seen that. We've been blessed with wonderful administration, exceptional teachers that just truly move mountains for my kids.
And you mentioned Hannah, big sister, also was a candidate for Athlete of the Year. She set a great example for her little brother. But he also had examples set for him by his dad and his grandfather. He knew what it meant to be a Trojan. How did you help him balance that? Hey, it's no pressure, baby, go out there and write your own legacy. How did you help him?
Well, so one of the things that his dad and I always said was, you do athletics, I'll handle academics. And it worked because both of my kids have excelled athletically and they excelled academically. Yes. So I pushed them in the classroom and have gotten exceptional results. Like, I could not be happier. And nobody is harder on themselves than my kids.
Hannah and Tommy.
Man, yeah. So like, I always think if you feel like you can do better, don't ever think you've succeeded, because if you reached that success, then you don't have any room for growth.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think Tommy always keeps that room open, you know, to be able to just be a little bit better than he was the day before.
Well, my last question for you, this is our Athlete of the Year, and you've been a long-time supporter of Millington, all things Millington graduate as well, and your son is a student of the game. He's a student of our award. You know, Court Smith, his teammate from last year, won it. You know, family like Alan Costas won it, this and that. He wanted his name on that next season. What does it mean to you to see him set a goal and achieve it?
Well, so I think it's a great way to end his bout at Millington. You know, we were looking at the other candidates and we were like, you know, like it would be okay if you didn't win. You know, it's a lot of good competition, but for him to win it, it's a huge honor. It's like a seal, you know, it's a seal on the end of his Millington career. But like Coach Michael always says, once a Trojan, always a Trojan.
Yes.
And I believe that he will always be an extension of his brothers and that coaching staff because they are family.
And now he joins a couple teammates, Tyler Denson and Corey Smith, going to the college level. So we know those young men are going to make our award look great, and we know Tommy's going to do that as well.
Absolutely.
But we just want to thank you for doing a great job of raising your son, and we're going to talk to the man himself right about now.
Awesome.
Back again, and it's my true honor to be standing right next to Tommy Clifton. Congratulations on being our 2020 Male Athlete of the Year at the Millington Star. And before we get into the interview, I remember Tommy Clifton that was maybe about this tall, standing next to me on Friday nights. Real quiet kid who was the ball boy on the Trojan Football team. And a few times you would talk or like get out of your shell was for football. And then as I watched you grow up, I saw your teammates gravitating around you. And that number 10 started to be worn and everything. You kept growing and growing. Then soon I was watching you out there on Friday nights on the field. Let's go back to Bolton. First game. You want to be honest?
Well,
what was the moment like?
You know, the bus ride down there was, you know, just your average butterflies, you know, just nerves building up. But then we got there before we hit the field to warm up. I felt like I had to go to the bathroom and throw up.
Got a little nervous.
Very nervous. Very, you know, didn't know what was going to happen.
Wow. Now, when I met your dad when you were a little boy. He said, when it comes to his athletic career, we're going to just let him see where he goes. But he said he knew you loved the game from day one. Where did that love come from for football?
Him, honestly. I can remember driving home one day with him, and I told him I want to play football. You know, he signed me up and he started coaching that first year. It was just instant love for it. You know, I came out the womb holding football. So.
Now, another man that played a pivotal part in your football growth, who doesn't like to get emotional, but I see you bring emotion out of him. You know, we call him Coach Clifton. And we've seen him with the freshman teams over the years. He's one of the toughest coaches out there. He's even tough on you. Talk about how he pushed you to this collegiate level.
Yeah, well, you know, on the field, it's not Papal. It's Coach. You know, he don't care. You know, he don't care what time of day is, what I'm doing. He's gonna be on me, no matter what. And you know that. So overall, you know, I didn't think that would help me the way it did, but you know, it really helped mold me into the athlete, into the person I am, because he wasn't gonna take anything from me. So you know, it helped me grow, you know, with my strength mentally and physically. Now,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna share this with a story with the people out there. Coach Clifton, he ain't lying, because he was tough on him. Because I remember standing on the sideline. There was a game, I think, early in your sophomore year. He was like, "Take him out, take him out." And he said, "Put Zeb in." This when they knew he was talking about you. And somebody said, "That's your grandson." "I don't care. He's playing like." We're gonna cut it off right there. But he pushed you because he knew the potential you had in you. So this senior year comes. You mature. You got through that sophomore injury. Came back from that. You got a little taste of championship success your junior year. What was your mindset coming to your senior year?
You know, there wasn't a lot of hype coming around us. You know, everybody, you know, the past 4 seasons before that, you know, it was a losing season. 2-8, 3-7, 4-6. You know, so you know, there was a lot of people doubting us. So, you know, me and Coach Garcia, you know, there's a couple words that were said between me and him that can't be public, but you know, our main thing was just prove him wrong. We both have a hoodie that says "Prove them wrong." So you know, that was the goal: prove everybody wrong. And, you know, we went We went 8-2. We went down to Liberty Tech in Jackson, Tennessee, and everybody thought we were going to get blown out by such an athletic team. You know, we came out there, we showed up, and we won.
You had a big long touchdown run in that game as well.
Yep.
But the true litmus test came a few weeks later. FACS. They had a stud on one side. You want to prove to everybody Millington has a stud on their side as well, and we're a good team. Slugfest going back and forth. You set some records that night and played a game of the ages there. I think galvanized your community and brought it together. What do you remember from that night?
I remember, the whole week preparing. Me, Coach Garcia, and I, everybody knew who Cole Putnam was. You know, the stud from FACS. But nobody was talking about me like that. So me and Coach Garcia, we're telling everybody we're gonna make sure they're talking about me on Saturday. But not just me, my whole team. Without my O-line pushing up front, I wouldn't have been able to run for 300 yards and 6 touchdowns. Without my receivers, I wouldn't have been able to throw for 100 more. It's just the whole time the goal was just to prove that we got a team too.
And y'all definitely showed everybody 8-2, finished the season. And anybody that saw the opening of this video, they saw you embracing Coach Darren Garcia, your O coordinator, the guy that believed in you, had to work with you from a freshman. And there's Coach Michaels, and then there's Coach Zane Adams, and Coach Millington. There's so many guys that wore that black and gold as your coaches over the years, from baseball to football, to help you get here. Teachers to help you achieve in the classroom and everything. What would you like to say to those people that pushed Tommy to this greatness and to this achievement?
They don't even know how much I appreciate them, especially Garcia. I never thought we'd be so close, but he's like a brother, like a dad, And then Coach Milliken came in 2 years ago. I didn't think I know much about him, but we text, we call almost every week. Coach Adams, Coach Michael, they've all just brought me in with open arms, and just through tough times, no matter how low I was, they always picked me up. They were always there no matter what. Miss Watkins, my English teacher, even when I didn't have her class, she was there. Coach Richardson, he always supported, all the teachers in the school, all the administration. Mr. Neal came right in and with open arms. Mr. Durling, he's a big one. He'd bring me in my office, in his office on Mondays, and just talk football, pick my head back up through all those losing seasons and losing games.
And we can't forget Miss Hale.
Miss Hale for sure.
Big Tommy fan. So with so many people, and don't get mad if he didn't remember that, because y'all had such a big impact on him, and vice versa. I want to conclude this moment by just asking you this question here. You have a legacy at Millington that will stand the test of time, and a lot of people who respect you. Like, I've seen you have a special connection with kids in the SPED classes, to kids who homecoming queen and all that. You were the big man on campus, but you never took that mantle. You always told me, and I remember interviewing you when you signed to that school right there, Harding University. I'm a Trojan, black and gold. What does that mean?
It's hard to put into words. Being a Trojan is something I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. It's something I'm gonna love being a part of for the rest of my life. It's completely molded me into a person, into an athlete. On and off the field. So being a Trojan, it means greatness. Of course, everybody's going to see the losing seasons and all that, and everybody's going to doubt us. But that's not what we're about. We don't care about winning. We care about the family, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. We go out there, we have fun with each other, and we build bonds and relationships that are going to last for the rest of our lives.
Well, Tommy, it's our true honor here at the Millington Star to add your name to that list of established and esteemed winners, and congratulations on being our 2020 Male Athlete of the Year.
Chad Blunt on the beat.